Good morning. I said today's stretch would be a surprise, and it was a surprise for me also because I went out this morning and it was crazy windy, which makes it really hard for you to hear when I'm recording outside because the wind is blowing into the microphone and you can't hear me. It's not that cold, but super windy, so I figured I'd stay inside. So the surprise is we're doing stretches inside and we're going to use our chair, which is great for all of you guys that have to sit in your chairs all day long. Here are some stretches that you can do while sitting in a chair. Okay, good morning everybody. Let's start with rolling our shoulders. Oftentimes I see people with neck pain and they want to know what stretches to do to relieve neck pain. And the most important thing actually is not the stretch to relieve neck pain. It's actually posture, like how your head is sitting on your shoulders all day long, and then just getting out of your normal hunched forward position. So this is a nice stretch to do throughout the day, anytime in between. All right, let's bring those elbows in like we've done in the past. And you can feel like when you get the elbows in, somehow it helps you stretch back a little bit more, and that stretches out your chest, which ends up getting tight, which leads to forward shoulders, or the forward shoulders leads to tight chest, and then your breathing becomes like this. Just like stress breathing, no good. All right, now big arm circles. I don't have room over here. And one more. Hi, Nyla. All right, you can use your hand for support and reach with the other hand, opening up this whole side, and then reach to the other side. Good. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, we were reaching up straight to the ceiling. Now you're gonna, my chair is really narrow. Hopefully you have something to lean on. You're gonna reach up and over, trying to keep this hip down. So anchor that hip down so you can get a stretch like from your pinky all the way down to your hip. And let's do the other side. Notice when you take a breath in, you can increase the stretch. 1 more each direction. 1 and 2. Nice. All right, let's get some leg action going on. So let's cross one leg over the other. And maybe that's already a stretch enough for you. But if not, go ahead and lean forward and come up. And we're just gonna gently ease ourselves into it. So maybe you go a little bit farther the second time you lean forward. Do I record these? Yes, I record them. They are on the IGTV section of my Instagram, and they're on our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is called On the Move Physio is the name of the YouTube channel. You can DM me if you, actually there's links in the bio. But you can still DM me. Okay, let's hold this next one. I would say that this is probably everyone's favorite stretch. If you have the hip range to cross your leg over, people feel like this really helps their hips, their backs, and then switch sides. And lean forward. I have a very special or privileged, or I just feel lucky to be in the position where I get to work with people when they're in pain and help them feel better again. I happen to also be in fitness. And so when I teach my fitness classes, it's often with the thought that I don't want to see people later on in the physical therapy clinic with pain. So this is one that people love for maintenance, and also just go ahead and hold. And also when they're in pain, this is a nice relief. Nice. All right. We are gonna stretch our hamstring. I hope you can see. Let me turn myself around here. I'm gonna put one leg out in front of us and then lean forward. You have a choice of how straight you want this knee to be and whether or not you want the foot to be flexed. If the foot is flexed, it's gonna feel like a little bit more of a stretch. And if your head is up, it feels like a little bit less of a stretch. Head is down, you'll feel a little bit more stretch. And switch to the other side. You know, if you can't quite lean all the way forward, you can hold on to yourself like this. What you probably don't want to do is just kind of hover here, because then you're not able to relax. So find something to hold on to so you can relax into the stretch. All right, so all of those were stretches that you can do while still sitting, like while you're still in Zoom class. Go ahead and stand up now. You can use this for balance. Hold on to your leg, your ankle, and stretch the front of your thigh. Maybe it's easier to see me here. What you don't want to do is arch, because then you don't get as much of a stretch. So tuck your tail under. See how my belt line was lower in the front than in the back? See if you can get your belt line to be parallel to the floor. It's not quite parallel yet, but I'm trying. And then switch sides. Good. And you can either use the back of the chair or the front to lean forward and get a calf stretch. Yeah, if you're feeling kind of ambitious, you can do some push-ups while you're getting your calf stretch, but I'm not feeling ambitious. And switch sides. Hopefully you're not in a swivelly chair. If you are, this is probably a little bit of a challenge, but you can also go on the wall. Yeah. Okay, put one leg on top of the seat. This is why I was thinking about your chairs. If you have swivelly chairs or like a white chair and you don't want to put your foot on it. So you're gonna put your foot on, my legs are turned out, and I'm gonna lean into it, getting a nice stretch again along the side and an inner thigh stretch. Let's do one more. And this time, turn yourself around so you get a little bit more of a like along the back stretch. And switch sides. And turn yourself over. And last thing, a nice thing to do maybe in transitions, you can, if your feet are planted on the ground, think about like your sits bones. You're sitting on those two butt bones. Try to stay vertical over those sits bones as long as possible. As you round yourself forward, you get a little bit of a neck stretch, and then keep going. Remember, your sits bones are still sitting right on top, and you're pouring forward one vertebra at a time. And you're going to stretch all along your spine. And then stack yourself back up again from the bottom. So get your pelvis upright, then your lumbar spine, thoracic spine, shoulder blades, neck, head. Take a breath in. And out. One more time. That felt good. Inhale. And we're done. A whole set of exercises that you can do at your desk. All right, see you later.